Have you ever heard of Erik Weber, better known as Big Swede from Millionaire Larson Farms? For years, he won over a legion of fans with his charismatic manner and dedication to work on the field. But suddenly, he disappeared from the videos, leaving thousands of followers wondering, what happened to him? Was there a disagreement? Did he decide to follow another path? Or did something more serious happen? Today, we're going to dive into this story and discover the truth behind the disappearance of one of the internet farming community's most beloved characters. Speak up, my country friend. Here is the Juninho Mello, and you are in Celebrity Farm, the channel that takes you inside the biggest and most incredible farms in the world. If you like this type of content, now subscribe to the channel and leave a like, because it helps us a lot. And I want to know your opinion. Comment now. I sincerely hope that Erik Weber is well and happy, to show that you are committed to winning in life. Larson Farms is one of the most famous farms on the internet, and a large part of this success is due to its engaging content, showing day-to-day work in the fields, state-of-the-art agricultural machinery, and the intense routine of the team. But one of the characters that most captivated the public over the years was Erik Weber, the Big Swede. His calm manner, his strength at work, and his connection with the other members of the farm made him a fundamental part of the videos. However, suddenly, Big Swede disappeared. Without detailed explanations, without formal goodbyes, he just stopped showing up. This generated an avalanche of questions. Was he fired? Did you leave of your own free will? Have there been any personal problems? The lack of concrete answers further increased the curiosity and concern of fans, who began looking for clues about what could have happened. The truth is that Erik has always been an enigmatic figure. Unlike some other Larson Farms members, he didn't share much about his personal life. His Swedish origin was always a striking detail and a reason for friendly jokes in the videos. But his story beyond the farm was little explored. This caused his disappearance to generate even more speculation. In the comments of Larson Farms videos, fans began to notice subtle changes. Some mentioned that the energy in the videos felt different without Big Swede, while others wondered if his departure could be linked to something bigger within the farm. There were rumors that he might have received a better offer, decided to pursue another career path, or even faced personal problems. While Larson Farms continued its business as usual, viewers were torn between hoping that Erik would return and searching for answers. The channel did not give any official statement about the reason for the departure, which further increased the mystery. Some eagle-eyed fans began analyzing old videos, trying to find clues or signs that something was happening before his departure. But is it possible to find out what really happened? Or will this mystery never be completely clarified? In the next block, we will analyze the main theories and explore the details that can help us understand why Big Swede disappeared from Larson Farms. With Erik Weber's sudden disappearance from Larson Farms videos, several theories began to circulate among fans. Some were simple speculations, while others seemed to have more concrete foundations. Let's analyze the main hypotheses about what could have happened to Big Swede. The first theory is that Erik would have received a better job offer. As we know, agriculture in the United States is a gigantic sector, and qualified professionals are highly sought after. Considering his time at Larson Farms and his experience handling advanced agricultural equipment, it wouldn't be surprising if another farm or company in the industry had made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Another much-discussed possibility is that Erik decided to open his own business. Many farm workers in the U.S. begin their careers on third-party farms, and, over time, gain enough knowledge to manage their own farm. Did Big Swede leave to invest in something of his own? Or did he simply want a change of scenery and try new challenges? But there is also a more worrying theory. Was there a disagreement within Larson Farms? Despite the relaxed atmosphere of the videos, we know that any work environment can have friction, especially when there is pressure and great responsibilities involved. Some fans looked back at old Larson Farms episodes and pointed out moments when Erik seemed less excited or more serious than usual. Was he dissatisfied? Or is this all just an exaggerated interpretation by viewers? Another factor that may have influenced your departure is something simpler, but equally important: personal issues. Life off camera can be very different from what the public imagines. Maybe Erik faced family problems or simply decided to focus on his private life, away from the internet spotlight. After all, not everyone likes the constant exposure that comes with fame, and he may have realized that this wasn't the life he wanted for himself. Furthermore, there is a curious theory about a possible Big Swede's return. Some farms, especially those that produce digital content, often bring former employees back for cameos or even reinstatements to the team. Could Erik reappear at some point? Or was his departure permanent? Larson Farms' silence on the matter has only increased speculation. If the farm had made an official announcement explaining Erik's departure, many of these doubts could have been avoided. However, the lack of concrete information means that the mystery continues to grow. Now that we have analyzed the main theories, in the next block we will explore in more depth the clues left over time and understand if there is something hidden in this story that fans have not yet realized. To try to better understand what happened to Erik Weber, some more attentive fans began to investigate details in the old videos of the Larson Farms. Comments, facial expressions, subtle changes in team dynamics, everything began to be analyzed in search of clues that could explain his departure. And, interestingly, some evidence began to emerge. One of the first things viewers noticed was a change in Big Swede's behavior in the months leading up to his disappearance. He, who was always one of the most lively and participative, started to appear less in videos, and when he did appear, he seemed a little more reserved. Was this a sign that he was already planning his exit, or were you facing some difficulty on or off the farm? Additionally, some fans reported that, at certain times, Erik seemed less involved in interactions with other team members. While this could just be a subjective interpretation, the fact that his participation decreased just before he disappeared could indicate that he was already preparing his transition to something new. Another interesting clue came from Erik Weber's social networks. For a long time, he maintained a low-key presence online, but after his departure from Larson Farms, there were even fewer posts. This absence raised even more questions. Did he choose to completely remove himself from public exposure? Or is there some bigger reason for this digital disappearance? Interestingly, some viewers noticed that other Larson Farms members avoid mentioning Erik in new videos. This could just be an attempt to move on without fueling speculation, but it could also indicate that his exit wasn't as simple as it seems. Typically, when an employee leaves a workplace on good terms, there is some sort of farewell or tribute. In the case of Big Swede, the team's silence only added to the mystery. Another theory raised by fans is the possibility of a confidentiality agreement. In some large companies and farms, when an employee leaves, they may sign an agreement that prevents them from speaking about certain matters publicly. Was Erik banned from giving explanations about his departure? Or did he simply prefer to remain silent to avoid controversy? On the other hand, Some small interactions on social media indicate that Erik still keeps in touch with some former colleagues from the farm. This could mean that there was no major conflict, but rather a personal choice to step away from public life. On the other hand, some small interactions on social media indicate that Erik still keeps in touch with some former colleagues from the farm. This could mean that there was no major conflict, but rather a personal choice to step away from public life. The disappearance of Erik Weber, Big Swede. Yes, Larson Farms generated more questions than answers. Throughout this video, we explore the main theories about his departure, analyze clues left in videos and social media, and try to understand what may have led to his departure. But, in the end, will we ever have a definitive answer? What we know for sure is that Big Swede left his mark on Larson Farms and the internet farming community. His charismatic manner and dedication to his work won him a legion of fans who still miss him today. Whatever the reason for his departure, the impact he made is undeniable. Whether he actually received a better offer, opened his own business, or simply chose a more reserved life, the most important thing is that he is happy and following the path that he considers right for him. After all, changes are part of life, and we won't always have all the answers we'd like. Larson Farms' silence on the matter can be interpreted in several ways. For some, this means there is no big mystery, just Erik's personal decision that must be respected. For others, the lack of an official explanation only fuels speculation even further. Either way, Big Swede's absence has changed the dynamics of the channel, and many fans feel like something essential has been lost with his departure. But could he ever return? As we have seen, some farms bring in former employees for special appearances, or even to resume their duties. If the relationship between Erik and Larson Farms is still good, there's nothing stopping him from appearing again, even if it is for an official farewell or an update on his current life. In the meantime, the only thing we can do is hope that he is well and happy. Regardless of the reason for his departure, Big Swede will always be remembered as one of Larson Farms' most memorable characters. His work, his energy, and his relaxed manner will be missed, and the internet farming community continues to follow any news about his whereabouts. Now, I want to know your opinion. Which of these theories do you think is most likely? Do you think Big Swede left for a professional, personal reason or something else? Leave your comment, because I want to know what you think about this story. The story of Erik Weber, Big Swede, remains a mystery to many fans of Larson Farms. Whatever the reason for his departure, one thing is certain. He left his mark on the internet farming community and will always be remembered for his dedication and charisma. While we don't have a definitive answer, we can only hope that he is well and following a successful path. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Celebrity Farm channel and leave a like. This helps a lot to bring you more and more incredible stories. And now, I want to know, what was your favorite theory about Big Swede's disappearance? Leave your opinion in the comments, and if you've made it this far, congratulations. You are a successful person. Comment, I am committed and will achieve my dream just like Erik Weber, Big Swede from Larson Farms. And don't leave the channel yet. I selected 2 special videos for you to watch now. Click on one of them and continue exploring the fascinating world of Millionaire Farms.